If your mind is telling you to feel guilty about something or to worry about something, it is lying to you, because God's answer is always some form of peace. God's answer is always some form of peace. As a psychotherapist for 20 years ago, I think I started as a psychotherapist, it was so easy for me to see this in others, but it's not so easy to see it in ourselves. We want to be listening to the correct voice, right? You're either listening to the voice for God or you're not. It's very simple. So we want to be listening to the voice for God. We could call this the voice of reason, the voice of truth, the voice of the highest truth. If we follow that voice, we are going to like where it leads us, right? So God's answer is always some form of peace. And if your mind is telling you that you need to worry or that you need to feel guilty, it's a lie. It's that simple. Let's just make it that simple, because it is. Okay, so let's find that voice for God together. Let's go over Course in Miracles lesson 359. And this lesson actually starts out saying, God's answer is some form of peace. Isn't that just nice? It's so simple, so if you're triggered by something or if you're worried about something, you can just know God's answer is some form of peace. That is the answer. I just love keeping it that simple. The spiritual answer is always light and simple and easy. Our mind, our human world tends to complicate everything, correct? Okay, so God's answer is some form of peace. All pain is healed, all misery replaced with joy, all prison doors are opened, and all sin is understood as merely a mistake. Father, today we will forgive your world and let creation be your own. We have misunderstood all things. I don't understand anything I see, right? We have misunderstood all things, but we have not made sinners of the Holy Son of God. We cannot change what is true. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. I always have to add things as I'm reading. Let me just read it. Okay. What you create, maybe you could comment, let me know, do you like it when I add things, or do you want me just to read it? Okay. What you created sinless, so abides forever and forever. Such are we. And we rejoice to learn that we have made mistakes which have no real effects on us. Whew. We rejoice to learn that we have made mistakes which have no real effects on us. Sin is impossible, and on this fact, forgiveness rests upon a certain base more solid than the shadow world we see. Help us forgive. Forgive, it just means let it go, restart, refresh. The universe refreshes itself every moment, right? What we're seeing is a reflection of the past. What we're seeing is old news, right? We can forgive it. We can be in the moment now, because that is where God is. Help us forgive, for we would be redeemed. Help us forgive, for we would be at peace. Peace is right. Peace is truth. We deserve peace. Sometimes I don't even like saying I deserve peace. It's more like, no, it's just right. That's just it. It's just the truth. That's what it is. It's not like this attitude, I deserve this, which is fine too. That's absolutely fine. But more with me, I like just doing this is how it is. Peace is the truth. I am peace. What more do I need to know? I don't need to deserve it. I don't need to be worthy of it. I mean, I am. I already am, but I don't even need to say that. It is. It is what it is. It's truth. I've been doing a lot of nervous system work recently, and I've been reading some books on polyvagal theory. And it was funny because I was telling my mom about this, and it's about basically activating your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest nervous system. This is where everything that we want is, right? And it was funny because I was telling my mom about this, and she goes, well, that sounds like the Bible. That sounds like God. And I'm like, well, it's true. I mean, these books I'm reading don't say this necessarily, but that's where God is. Not that God's always here. God's really not in a location, but that's where you can access the voice for God, right? In that rest and digest, that parasympathetic nervous system. This all aligns. It all goes together. I think that's so cool. So that's why we want to that's why God is peace, right? Because we feel God. God is within us. God is peace. We allow the world to be what it is, and then we bring God in this world through us with our peace. So God's answer is always some form of peace. It is safe to feel peaceful. It is safe to let old identities go. It is safe to just be. It is safe. You are safe here. You are safe. It sounds funny to say you are safe to feel peaceful, but don't we feel unsafe feeling peaceful? It's the other night I was it was time for me to relax at the end of the day. And I was thinking, oh, I have to do one more thing, or I have to check my phone, or it almost didn't feel safe for me just to stop. It is safe. It is safe to feel peaceful. Okay, I hope this was helpful today. Did I introduce myself? My name is Elizabeth Cermak, psychotherapist turned coach, here to talk about Inner peace, bringing the vertical into this world for sensitive people, for the frequency holders, the INFJs, the introverts out there. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Christmas season. And go ahead and subscribe below if you want more videos about this, about inner peace. And peace and love. I'll talk to you soon.